No sign of trust. Shapar, which is horn. Buffalo show. All right, that's good. Okay. All right. Always remember, you want to vibrate your lips around the mouth part. Slakia. Yayan, which is one.
Lashala, which means to Israel.
Shapar again, which is horn. Slakia, you good, you good. Okay. I'll talk to you about it. All right, Khan. All right, this is Slakia Imajum, which means stand. Sa upon your hakodam, which means turn and face the east. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Wadash.
Wadash.
Haya. Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakaka.
Malakaka.
Taba'a.
Taba'a.
Ratazaka.
Ratazaka.
Haya.
Haya.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Barataza.
Barataza.
Tawa.
Tawa.
Haya.
Haya.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Tananaw.
Tananaw.
Kam.
Ka.
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 Yawam.
Yawam.
Masalakanaw.
Masalakanaw.
Hawaknaw.
Hawaknaw.
Masalaknaw.
Masalaknaw.
Hawaknaw.
Hawaknaw.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Abiayanaw.
Ayanaw.
Manasaya 1.
Manasaya 1.
Abal.
Abal.
Abashaynaw.
Shaynaw.
Ayan.
Ayan.
Ra.
Right.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Hamalakwa.
Hamalakwa.
Ha'ala.
Ha'ala.
Watapara.
Para.
Walabalamyam.
Ayan.
Aman.
Aman.
Salagi, I must have said you were supposed to read that, but Khan. Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be
Thy
done.
will be done.
In earth.
On earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily
Our
bread.
daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
Forgive us our debts.
And we forgive our
As we
debtors.
forgive our debtors.
And leave us not.
And lead us not
into temptation.
into temptation.
But deliver us.
Deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the
For
kingdom.
thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
So forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Saw, which means to turn. Yeshabium, which means to be seated. We starting off Job 42 and 1. 42nd chapter, first verse. That's where we started. We started verse 2.
We started verse 1.
First 1. So you got that?
Come. This is the book of Job, chapter 42, verse 1, in Hebrew. Waya ay.
Hold up. Am I?
You see, sir?
Yeah, Khan. Khan.
All right, come. Ayawab.
Ayawab is Job. Khan, keep going.
Ab. Yahweh. Waya Amar. Verse 2.
Right.
Yada.
Yadais.
Yadaya.
Yadai.
Yadai.
The eye is to know. Like that can be, if I'm not mistaken, both knowledge and sexual.
Come.
Like I know this woman.
Come. Ya the ayata.
The eye.
With the Y right there, sir. Oh, the parentheses.
The eye.
Come.
So
Kaya. Kal. The wakal. Wala. Yabatazara. Mamaka. Mazamaha. Verse 3. Maya. Za.
in that instance, I believe is he actually. Keep going.
Come.
That's what
Ma'ai layam. Aitzaha. Balaya. The eye. Lakan. Hagal tataya. Wala. Apayan. Napalaya. Slaki.
Napalawath.
Napalawath. The water, sir.
Con.
Manyan. Wala'a. Adai.
Con.
Verse 4. Shemai. It's quiet, right, sir?
Here.
Oh, here. That's a lot here.
Shaquat is silent or quiet.
Come.
Shemai is hear or listen.
Come. Na'a.
Right?
Wa'anakaya.
Wa'anakia.
Wa'anakia.
Con.
Water. Adabara. Asha'al.
That's Adabar. Adabar, I will speak.
No, right here. Adabar.
Adabar, yeah, come.
And this one right here, so let's pronounce it next.
Asha'al.
So Asha'al la laka.
Asha'alka. Don't listen to these. These are bullshit.
Come.
Just read it as it what's called. If you get some of the connectors wrong, I'll either fix it or whatever. I'll just let it go.
All right, the water, sir.
Come. Yeah, for those that don't know, when you get interlinears, they'll give you or try to teach you how to say it the way the Jewish man does. The Jewish man, they say ruach. That's where idiots get ruach from.
Come.
But ruach, actually, when you look it up, it'll tell you it's phonetically different. Ruach is wind or air. Rakah is spirit. So, you know Araya Rakah.
The brother from
Boston.
Come, sir.
Rakah means spirit. Barzal Rakah. Rakah means spirit. But you have idiots who on Facebook will say Ruach. That they'll say that's spirit and wind. But in actuality, wind is Rawach.
Okay, come.
You see, you change the connector. Instead of the Ra and the Wa having a connector, the Wa and the Ka have a connector.
Ka.
So that's Ka.
The water, sir.
I understand.
Wada'a. It's like it. Wa'a. It's like wa'a. No. Waha. Wada. Ya'ai none. Wa'a. Wada. Ya'ai none.
Waha wa daya ainya.
Dana'ainya. There we go.
So,
The water. Verse 5.
right? Lashamai. Right.
The water.
Uh-huh.
Azam.
Right.
Shemai. The cup.
No, okay. One thing you gotta do is remember always be looking for the root word. The root word will tell you how everything else should probably be pronounced. That's Shemai. So Shemai Yaka.
Shemai Yaka.
Shemai Yaka.
Shemai Yaka. Sir.
So,
What I
right.
None.
Ayanya. Ayanya is my eye. Ra'afka meaning Ra'a is sea, like Ra'aban. Keep going.
Verse 6. Isla.
No, Isle.
Oh, stop it. Isle.
Right.
Kan. I'm a off. Oh, no, sorry. I'm a
As. Right. Let me hold up 1 second.
Okay.
You good? Keep going.
Wanaka mafia. Isla. Ipara. Wa'ipara. Wa'apara. Verse 7.
Last verse.
Come. Wayahaya. Akara.
Akar. Right.
The pa.
Brother with that name.
The bara. Yahweh. After.
Ath.
Right.
Okay.
Hadabara.
Hadabar young.
Hadabar young. Allah, Allah, Ayah, Ayawa. That's a joke name. Ayawaba.
No. Yeah, Allah Ayawab.
Come. Waya Amara.
No, Awa Amar.
Awarama.
Wa Amar. Amar is to say. And he said.
Come. Yahweh.
Right?
Al Yalla Al Alayapaz.
That's Eliphaz. Keep going.
Hath Yaman
Hatayamanya. That's Timon, right?
Come, sir. Koraya? No, yeah, Koraya.
Korah.
Korah. Come, sir. Apaya? Bakar?
Right.
Shanam?
Wabashanya.
Right. Ra'ayaka, Kaya, La'a, the Barathium, Alayum,
Wait.
Alaya, Naka, Nakawana, Ka'abadia, that's your name, so it's a lot.
Okay, you good.
Ayawab, last verse, sir.
Ayawab. Keep going.
In English? No, that was seven verses, right?
Yeah, 7 verses, so in English.
Oh, in English, that's a lot. That's 42 and 1, okay. The book of Job, chapter 42, verse 1. Then Job answered the Lord and said, I know that thou cannot do everything, and I know that thou canst do everything, and that no thought can be withheld from thee.
Right.
Verse 3. Who is he that hideth counsel without knowledge? Therefore have I uttered that I understood not. Things too wonderful for me, which I knew not. Verse 4. Hear, I beseech thee, I will speak, I will demand of thee, and declare thou unto me. Verse 5. I have heard of thee by the hearing of the ear, but now my eye seeth thee. Verse 6. Wherefore I abhorred myself, and repent in dust and ashes. Verse 7. And it was so that after the Lord had spoken those words unto Job, the Lord said to Eliphaz and Timite,
and the Temanite,
and the Temanites, Salakia, my wrath is kindled against thee and against those two friends, for ye have not spoken of me the thing that is right, as my servant Job had. That's what I'm saying, sir.
God. All right, so I'm going to take the next set, just for time's sake, Salakia. All right, this is 8 to 14. Wa'aita Kwakwa Lakam Shabai Pariam Washabai Ayalium Walakwa Al Ibadia Ayawab Wahail Yutham Iwala Ba'idakam Wa'ayawab Ibadia Yata Palal Al Yakam Kaya Panayua Asha La Balathia Aishawath Makam Nabala Kaya La the Batham Alia Nakawana Kaibadia Ayawab, 9 Wayalakwa, Al-Yapaz, Ala-Yapaz, Hatayamanya, Wabaladad, Ha-Shawakya, Zapar, Ha-Na'imathya, Wa-Ya'ishwa, Ka'ashar, Dabar al-Yaham, Yahweh, Wa-Yasha'a, Yahweh, Ath, Panya, Ayawab. 10. Wa-Yahweh, Shaba'ath, Shabayath, Ayawab, Baha, Tapalalwa, Baib, Ra'aidwa, Wa-Yasak, Yahweh, Ad, Kal, Ashar, La Ayawab, La Mashana. 11. Waya Ba'awa, Alayawa, Kal, Akiyawa, Wakal, Akayath, Yawa, Wakal, Yadai, Yawa, La Panyam, Waya Akalwa, Anwa, Lakam, Baba Yathwa, Waya Nadwa, Lawa, Waya Nakamwa, Athwa, Ilkal, Harai, Ashar, Habaya, Yahweh, Aliwa, Wayatanwa, Lawa, Ayash, Kwashayata, Akath, Wa'ayash, Nazam, Zahab, Akkad. 12. Wa Yahweh, Barak, Ath, Akaryah, Akaryata, Ayawab, Mara'ash, Shakwa, Wayahaya, Lawa, Arabai, Aishara, Alap, Tazan, Washishath, Alapium, Gamalium, Wa'alat, Tazmar, Bakwar, Wa'alat, Ath, Wanawath. 13. Salakia. Wayahaya, Lawa, Shabaina, Banyam, Washalawash, Banawath. 14. Wayakwara, Sham, Ha-Kan, Ha-Akath, Yama, Washam, Ha-Shanya, Kwatazayai, Washam, Ha-Shalayashya, Kwaran, Ha-Powak. In the English.
Come on. The book of Job, chapter 42, verse 7. And it was so that after the Lord had spoken these words unto Job, the Lord said to Eliphaz the Temite, my wrath is kindled. Oh, Salakia. We start at verse 8, Salakia. Salakia. The book of Job, chapter 42, verse 8.
No, you're supposed to start this up.
Oh, Salakia. Come. I'll start over. Verse 7. And it was so that after the Lord had spoken these words unto Job.
Slack out of 1 and 5 minutes.
Oh, so say.
Oh yeah, you started it.
Slack. I'll start over again. The book of Job, chapter 42, verse 8. Therefore, take unto you now 7 bullocks and 7 rams, and go to my servant Job, and offer up for yourselves a burnt offering, and my servant Job shall pray for you. For him, for him will I accept.
Right, basically, they were in good standing. You have to be in good standing with the Most High in order for Him to hear your prayers.
Come.
Keep going.
Okay. Least I dealt with you after your folly, and that ye have not spoken of me the things which is right, like my servant Job. Verse 9. So Eliphaz the Temanite, and Bohad the Shuhite, and Zophar the Nemathite went, and did according as the Lord commanded them. The Lord also accepted Job. Verse 10. And the Lord turned the captivity of Job when he prayed for his friends.
Right.
Also the Lord gave Job twice as much as he had before.
Right.
Verse 11. Then came there unto him all his brethren and all his sisters and all that had been of his acquaintances before, and did eat bread with him, and his house, and they bemoaned him, and confronted him over all the evil that the Lord had brought upon him. Every man also gave him a piece of money, and every one is earning of gold. Verse 7. So the Lord blessed the latter end of Job more than his beginning. For he had 14,000 sheep, and 6,000 camels, and 1,000 yoke of oxen, and 1,000 she asses. Verse 13. He had also 7 sons and 3 daughters. Verse 14. And he called the name of the first Jemima.
No. Jemima.
Oh, Jemima.
That's where that name comes from.
Jemima.
Yeah, Jemima is Job's daughter.
Jemima. And the name of the second, Keziah. And the name of the third, Karen.
Right. All right. So that's 14. Done. Done. Oh, Shaw. Sure.
Tissue box, sure.
Probably have to get it out the bathroom. 15. So this is 15, 16, 17.
Read some.
You want to start? Count, do so.
Okay. This is the book of Job, chapter 42, verse 15. Okay. Wala'ah. Namataza'ah. Washayim. Yaparath. Kabana Raf. Ayawapa. Bakal. Hayarai. Harataza.
That's earth.
Come. Wayatan. Laham. Abayam.
Abayaham. Yeah.
Abayaham.
Right.
Naha.
No, that's a ka.
Nakalaha. Batha. Waka. Aka. Yaham. Verse 16. Wayakam. Wayakaya. Ayawaba.
And his life. That's Wayakaya.
Aka. Raya. Za'atha.
Oh, so like more so, and he lived.
And he lived.
Yeah, and he lived. Come.
Ma'a. Ara ayam. Shana. Wayara'ah. Waya'aha. Banayawa. Hayaf. Banayawa.
Come.
The water, sir. Ara, Slacky.
No.
Um,
Oh yeah, come.
come. Ara, Ba'aya.
Arabai, that's 4.
Arabai. Come. Durawa, verse 17.
Last verse.
Water. Sir.
Well, this is the last verse in the what's called. You go to Psalms after this, right? Come.
Waya ma no.
Wayamath.
Wayamath. The water, sir.
Oh, Salaki.
Awa. Ayawapa.
Ayawab, that's
Ayawab.
Job again. Come.
Zaquam.
Right.
Washapai.
Right.
Yum.
Right. Okay, so now Psalms 1 and 1 all the way to 4.
Come. Psalms 1 and 1 in Hebrew. Aisharayam.
No.
Asharaya.
Hold on, maybe I'm in the. Hold on.
Because sometimes what it does is it carries on after.
Yeah, I'm just making sure I'm in the right. Hold on.
Yeah, that's not weird, but that's just how they got it. So.
Hold on 1 second. So what is this? Hold on. So now, bear with me 1 second, y'all. Let me just make sure I get this right. It's not recording. Joshua, Judges, Kings, Isaiah. All right. Shucks. Oh, here it is. So what the hell is that? That's probably sorry myself. All right, Con, go to keep reading.
You read?
Yeah, Con.
Asharayam. Ha-ayash. Ayashra. Ashra. La-ah.
No, Ashar is, that's Ashar.
What is it at? Kanzi. Ashar. La-ah. Halakha. Ba'aitzah. Rasha'ayam. Wabadaka. Wabadarka.
Right.
Kata.
Oh, Salaki, Wabadarak.
Wabadarak.
Yeah, Con. The rock is way.
Okay, come. The rock is way. Okay, come. Kata'ayam. Amada. Waba. Marasham.
Waba Mawasham.
Waba Marasham.
Right. Keep going.
Latazayam.
Right.
La'a.
Right.
Yashab.
Right.
Verse 2. Kaya.
Right.
Right. Bathawa. Raf. Yahweh. Kapataza. Ra.
Wow.
Wabath.
Wabata war Rathwa.
Right, sir.
Con.
Yahagata. No. Yahaga.
Right.
The water, sir. Yawamam. The water.
Right.
Wallah.
That's like days. Con. Keep going.
Wallah Wala yamla.
Walayala.
Wa ya la. So it's like
Walayala.
wa ya la.
No, walayal.
Wa la ya la.
Khan. Layal is night.
Come.
Yum or yogum is there.
Come. Verse 3. Waha ya.
Wahaya.
Come. I. That's like it. Aika.
Ka'aitza.
That's like it's like it. Aitiza. Shatawala. Shatawala. I. Palagam.
Pelagia.
Pelagia.
Right.
Yum. Salakia.
No, it's like your mayum.
Oh, slow. Mayum. Salakia.
Right. Keep going.
Ashar.
Right.
Yawa. Watham. Ba'aithawa.
Right.
Wa'ai. Lahawa. No, Lahawa. La'a. Yabawala. Wakal. Ashar. Aisha.
Aisha. Right. Like Aisha, Allah.
I'm slugging. Yataza yam. Lataza. Slugging. Yataza. Yaka.
Yatazal Yak.
Come.
Last verse.
Come. Verse 4. La'a. Kan. Hara. Sha'ayam. Ka. Slugging. Kamataza.
Right.
Sir. Ashar.
Right.
The par nawa.
Khan.
Rawaka.
Rawak. That was I was talking about.
Rawak. The wind. Come.
If I may now read it in the English, finish off.
Started at 15, right, sir?
Yeah, Khan, 15.
The book of Job, chapter 42, verse 15. And in all the land were no women found so far as the daughters of Job. And their father gave them
So fair.
Oh, Slakia. So fair, Slakia.
Meaning beautiful.
Come, Slakia. So fair as the daughters of Job. And their father gave them inheritance among their brethren. Verse 16. After this lived Job 140 years,
Right.
and saw his sons and his sons' sons, even 4 generations. Verse 17.
So basically, after all of this, he got to see up to his great grandson.
Come.
Keep going.
Verse 17. So Job died, being old and full of days.
Old and full of days, right? Job, for those that may look at this, understand what it's saying is Job was already a grown man with children.
Right.
And then after everything he went through, he ended up living another 140 years.
Right.
Why do I bring this up? This is kind of proof that Job more than likely took place before the flood.
Right.
Because people didn't live that long after. Salaki, I'm gonna take this next set.
I don't know if they do Psalms 1 to 4.
Huh?
Oh,
yeah, come, wonderful. Go.
The book of Psalms, chapter 1, verse 4. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. Verse 2. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and his law doeth he meditate day and night.
Right.
Verse 4. Verse 3. You want to say something, sir?
The counsel of the ungodly, to not do it is to be blessed. Meaning, if you don't listen to America, you will be blessed.
Right. Verse 3.
And but your delight being in the law of the Lord is doing what the Most High said. Keep going.
That's right. Verse 3, and he shall be like a tree planted by the river of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaves also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. Verse 4, the ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind drieth away.
Okay, Most High Chris. I'm gonna take this next set here. This is verse 5. I stop at what, 12, right? Or 11?
Stop at you stop at Psalms chapter 2, verse 5.
Oh yeah, this is about to end. I didn't even know this. Okay, this is 5. Al Khan La'a Yaquam Kwamwa Rashayam Yakan Bama Shapat Waka Kataayam Ba'idaf Tazada Dayakyam 6 Kaya Yawadai Yahawa Darak Tazadaya Kwayam Wadarak Rashayam Da'abad 2 Lama 1 Lama Ragashwa Gayam Walaamyam Yahagwa Rayak 2 Yata Yatazawa Malakya Aradaza Warawazanyam Nawasadwa Yakad 3. Oh, Salaki, wait, I ain't on 3 yet. Al Yahweh Wa'al Mashayakwa. Salaki, what is that? Salaki.
Yeah, you on 3 now, sir.
Yeah, I know I'm on 3 now. But this is 2. 2 and Yakan. I'm gonna break that down. Remind me to when I get to verse 2. You'll see. Nanatakwa Mawasar Wath Yumwa Yawashab Bashamyam Yashak Adanya Yalaid Lamwa 5 Azar Yadabar Alayamwa Baapwa Wabakar Wanwa Yabahalam Wa, and that's it.
You said remind me something.
Yeah, kind of. So read verse 5, Bible Share.
Verse 5 in English?
Yeah, kind of.
Come on. Book of Psalms, chapter 1, verse 5. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. Verse 6. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish.
Right.
Verse 2, chapter 2, verse 2, book of Psalms. Why do the heathen rage, and the people imagine a vain thing? Verse 2, the kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying.
Now, here's the thing. I don't know about Shah, but I heard you cannot find Mashiach in the Bible, in the Torah, or the Tanakh. This is the end of verse 2. Mashayakwa. Wa'al Mashayakwa. That's anointed. Or anointed ones. This doesn't pull up. Like, I don't even need to pull it. How do you say to anoint? Mashak. What makes it past tense? As an anointed, you put a yah at the end of the word.
A what?
A yah. A wah would make it present tense, like ing. But if you wanted to make it past tense, you put it in between the second and last letter. Second to last letter and the last letter. So the sha and the ka. Keep reading.
Okay.
Y'all don't know Hebrew. Keep going.
Okay, damn right. Verse 3. Let us break their bonds asunder and cast away their cords from us.
So are we in 4?
Right now, we in, this set would be the
4th set, right?
the 4th set, we're about to enter the 5th set.
Okay.
Okay.
Keep going.
Verse 4. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. Slovakia. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision.
Like to be destroyed. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 5. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure. Displeasure.
Meaning what? He's going to deal with them for speaking against us.
Right.
Like, this is the thing, like, y'all think we just a racist group, but at the end of the day, this is the Bible.
Right.
The Bible just said God will have a problem and will punish you for dealing with his people. And we're going to prove who his people are.
That's right.
Right? It's not everybody. It's not all everybody can be God's anointed.
Right.
So I'm gonna do this next set.
Come
This the
on.
time set. I'm probably give you either 6 and 7, or I'm gonna just give you one of those two.
Come on, sir.
6.
Come on.
Wa'anya, Nasakathya, Malakya, Io, Tazayawan, Zion. For those that don't know, we're trying to get into the habit. For those that aren't aware, Taza is training wheels.
Taza.
Anybody here work with devils? Well, okay, I don't even have to use devils. You don't say Toso.
Toso.
Meaning you don't go up to Moab and say, "Can I have General Toso?"
Oh, right.
That's Taza. It's so. Taza would be Za. But the thing about it is, you're not saying Za. We have Za. Taza is the T and the Z. So what you're saying is Za.
How you pronounce it.
Right. You pronounce it. You want to say the T and connect it to the Z, but it'll sound like a T, but there's a differentiation.
So.
Like Zyron.
Okay.
Like we say Zyron, but it should more so pronounce Zyron.
Okay.
Zyron. So
but a Z really sounds like an S, but it's really a Z, still not pronunciation.
Right.
Okay.
So try to say TZ. Like that's why a minute ago we're not just explaining this because we just went over to Zyron. It'd be which is Zion. So it'd be more like Zyron. Okay.
I see what you're saying, sir.
John. All right, so I'm in, what was that just now?
Chapter 2, verse 6.
I'm in verse 6 already.
Leave you in the middle, sir.
You sure?
Isaiah 1?
Yakan 6. Wa'anya Nasaka.
Right. Isaiah 1. You got to read Isaiah 1.
Okay, hold on. Yakan, Zion, Har, Quadashia, Salakia 7, Asapara, I count if I'm not mistaken, verse 7.
Come.
Oh, I declare. Okay, I got you. Sapar means to count. Bayat Sapar in school. Sapar is technically books or scroll. So house of books, house of scrolls is a school. Al Haqwa, Yahweh, Amar, Alaya, Banya, Ata, Anya, Hayawam, Yalad Das Yaka, 8, Shal, Mamanya, Wa'athana, Goyam, Nakalaska, Wa Akazaka, Apasia, Aratza, Tharaim, Shabbat, Barzal, Kakalia. Barzal is iron. I gotta double check. That might be where Brazil gets its name from.
Khan, so see, I just went that last week. Sorry.
Oh, okay, Khan. Yawatzar, Tanabazam, Wa Aita. We in 10 now, Salakia.
Khan, sorry.
Malakium. Malakium is kings, if I'm not mistaken, in that verse. Ha Shakiyawa. Hawa Sarwa. Shapatya Aratza. What I start from 5, right?
6 and 12 is his last verse.
12 is last verse. Okay, the water. Ibadwa of Yahweh Bayara Wagayalwa Baraida 12. Nashakwawa Bar Pun Ya'anak Wata'abadwa Darak. All right, I'll start at 6.
This is the book of Job, chapter 2, verse 6. Yet have I set my king upon the holy hill of Zion. Verse 7. I will declare the decree. The Lord hath said unto me, Thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee. Verse 8. Acts of me.
Now, read that again.
So after verse 7.
Yeah. Verse 6.
Verse 6. Book of Psalms, chapter 2, verse 6. Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion.
Right.
Verse 7. I will declare the decree. The Lord hath said unto me, Thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee.
Now, this could mean a few things. This could be talking about the nation of Israel. This could be talking about Christ from the verse earlier.
Right.
Right, saying, I'll set my king upon my holy mountain. But one thing I don't understand, how do y'all call him the king of God, the son of God?
Right.
Y'all all gods.
Right.
Like, how do y'all, like, keep reading?
Come, sir. Verse 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance.
And that's why we're not crazy on the streets.
That's right.
Here's the thing you have to understand. I can't curse up here, so
right.
We're not cowards, and I'm saying I can't curse because there's another word I would like to use.
Right.
Why do I say that? Go to Crown Heights, they all believe the same thing. Like Amalek, go to Williamsburg, go to Crown Heights, go to anywhere you'll find high concentrations of Amalek or the
so-called Jewish man.
The so-called Jewish men, right? They're gonna get on us for that one day too. But you ask them, they'll I can't use the word p-foot, so they'll dance around the scripture. Right? But in actuality, they full well believe that everyone should be their slaves.
Right.
But when a bunch of black men like go on the street corner and say, nah, this is what the Bible teaches. And this is also what we believe.
Right.
We believe y'all will all be our slaves.
Yeah, right.
Like Jewish people, like I said the other week, Jewish people really think they can go out their house, find a random quote unquote heathen, and just have them turn off and on their lights. Like that is their mentality.
Sick.
As I always say, that is completely unlawful. Even going by their skewed view of the Torah, you cannot make your servant of any sort work on that day.
Right.
You can't make your animals work on the Sabbath. So I guess I'm less than an animal, or you just don't know the Bible.
Right.
Keep going.
Come. In the uttermost parts of the earth for thy passions.
Possessions.
It's like for thy possessions.
Meaning we will control the earth.
Right.
Like we will dominate the planet. We won't just have slaves. We will control every stitch of land.
Right.
Keep going.
Come. Verse 9. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron.
And that's how we're going to do it.
Right.
It's not going to be where black people are gonna create a great idea that everybody's gonna. No, we're gonna force this on.
That's right. That's right.
You'll be forced into the exchange, just like I was forced into the exchange.
Right.
Keep going.
Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel.
You ever break your mama's vase?
Right.
Clean. Like, you ever watch a TV show and you see them with the super glue and doing all that? Yeah, that's what it's talking about. You can't fix that.
And it's crazy about many circles. That's how they got the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans right now destroyed like that power because we're everywhere.
Right.
I mean, we think we're Christian, we think we're Muslim, we think we're Moors,
God.
we think we're Egyptian. We're everything but what God intended us to be is holy people.
God.
These laws, statutes, commandments. Sir.
God. But more so, it's talking about, remember, potter, like that thing is, you take clay, you mold it into a shape, then you put it inside of an oven to and harden. Once that breaks, there is no, it's not Play-Doh.
Right.
There is no putting that back together.
It's destroyed.
Let's see if I can find that. Keep reading.
Come. Verse 10. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings.
Salakia, pull something for me.
You want some tea?
If you could, Baba Kushar. But then you pull it.
Oh.
Sugar.
Sugar?
Yeah, like 3 sugars.
Come on.
Damn. No. Read what you got.
Oh, come, sir. Be also okay. Come. Verse 10. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings. Be instructed. Be judges of the earth. Verse 11.
Now give me drop what you got. No, keep going.
Come.
Verse 11.
Come. Verse 11. Serve the Lord with fear,
Right.
and rejoice with trembling.
Right.
Verse 12. Kiss the Son,
Right.
lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way, when his wrath is kindled, but a little. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him.
I'm going to double check with General Muhammad. This is more than likely talking about Christ, especially since it's Calvinized. Give me Daniel's 2 started. Verse 31.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 2, verse 31. Thou, O king, sawest, and behold a great image.
Right.
This great image, whose brightness was excellent, stood before thee, and the form thereof was troubling.
Terrible.
Terrible. It's a lot.
Now, here's the thing you got to understand. What is he talking about? This is Daniel giving a vision to a king. Read on.
Come. Verse 32. This image is.
Try to be a little fast.
This image's head was of fine gold.
Right.
His breast of his arms of silver, his belly and his thighs of brass, his legs of iron, his feet of iron and part clay.
Of iron. So you're seeing a statue,
Right.
And the statue is made of different elements.
Right.
Metal elements, rather. Except for the clay. Keep going.
Verse 34. Thou sowest till.
Now notice I mentioned pottery, right? Clay. Like I said, clay is what's used to make a vase, right? And he's going to break the nations like a vase. Keep reading.
Verse 34. Thou sowest till that a stone was cut out of without hand.
Why is this stone cut without hands?
The stone because it came out of nowhere, sir? Or it was thrown?
Well, it didn't come out of nowhere.
The Most High set the stone?
Right. The Most High cut out this stone.
So that means it was a meteor?
No.
Okay.
It was a stone inside of a rock, and the Most High cut it out and hewed out the stone.
Because he set it the way it's supposed to be like that, sir?
You'll see. Keep going.
Come. Out without hand.
Right.
Which smote the image upon his feet.
Upon his what?
Upon his feet.
Upon his what?
Upon his feet.
Keep going. The feet of clay. Keep going.
Come. That were of iron and clay.
Right.
And broke them into pieces.
Right.
Verse 35. Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broken into pieces together.
Right, just like the pot, right? The pot. Keep going.
And became like a chaff of the summer.
Threshing floors.
Thresh of the floors.
Okay, keep going.
And the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them. And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain and filled the whole earth.
Now, what is this talking about? Does anybody know? Shaw?
Salaki, can you read that?
What is this verse talking about?
Can you read it again?
The whole thing?
Verse 35, sir?
Yeah, read 35.
Okay, come. The book of Daniel, chapter 2, verse 35. Then was the iron.
Salaki, you said 35?
35.
Yeah, we're in Daniel.
Oh, Salaki.
We're in Daniel's, what is that? 2 and 35.
2:35. Then the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broken into pieces together and became like as the chaff of the summer threshing floors.
Right.
And the wind carried them from away, that no place was found for them. And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain and filled the whole earth.
So what is that talking about, Shaw? You know?
Perhaps going to be talking about that we're going to be going into captivity.
Salakia?
Does it mean that we will be going into
That will be going into captivity?
Sluck, if I
We're
may,
already
sir.
in captivity, so.
If I may, sir.
Yeah.
That mountain, that stone that destroyed the iron clay,
Right.
that was the foundation of our freedom. That's what's going to set us free. And we
No. It's a bit. Do y'all not know this breakdown? Long story short, this king of Babylon had a vision of a statue. For Tom's sake, Babylon was the gold. Persia was the silver. Greece is the brass. Rome is the iron. The iron mixed with clay is America. Now read 34 again.
34?
Yeah.
Thou sawest till that a stone was cut without hands.
And then now, mind you have all these kingdoms, right? And then out of nowhere, a stone is cut without hands, right? The Most High made this stone. That's why I'm saying without hands. The Most High did the footwork. Men did not create this nation that we built here.
Right.
This school was not built by them. Commander General Hanna did not build the school.
Right.
Abba Bivens and the seven heads did not build the school. This school was cut out by hand of God.
Right.
Keep going.
Which smote the image upon his feet.
Which smote the image where?
Upon his feet.
Which smote the image where?
Upon his feet.
Why didn't it attack the head?
Because if I may, so the head is stronger than the feet.
No.
Because
yes, the head is stronger than the feet, but why is it specifically saying it's going to attack the feet?
Because the feet is what represent our last captivity.
Exactly.
And it's not as strong as it was the head is.
Exactly. Remember, this is clay.
Come.
And that's what it's talking about. It's going to strike the feet because that's the empire is going to return. Come. Keep going.
Come. That where the iron and clay and broke them to pieces.
Right.
Verse 35. Then was the iron.
Now you notice it broke the feet, but what happens to everything else? Keep going.
Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, the gold broken into pieces together, and became like the chaff of the summer, thresh floors, and the wind carried them away.
Right.
And there was no place that no place was found for them. And the stone that
what does that mean? Babylon will be over.
Come.
There'll be no more Babylon. Like there'll be no more Christmas and Easter.
Right.
Those holidays will finally fizzle out after thousands of years.
Right.
What else does that mean? There'll be no democracy.
Right.
That's what this is talking about. Everything bad that came out of these nations will be completely wiped away.
Right.
Their arts, yeah, we'll keep that. Sciences, we'll keep that. Mathematics, we'll keep all of that.
Right.
Abraham gave them the math to build the pyramid.
Right.
That's not the problem here. But the idea that everyone gets a say, so now we have to question: can a man put on a wig and beat up my little sister?
Wow.
Yeah, you don't get a say. You get shot saying some dumb
Right.
stuff like that. Right? In the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
In Christ's kingdom, there will be order. Right? And there will be no place left for someone who thinks it's okay for a grown man who gets his behind whooped in every sport by a man to just say, I identify as a woman, so you can destroy my sister's records?
Right.
Serena and Venus make women cry.
Right.
Serena and Venus make black women cry. Right? I think they did it. Man number 200. Like, he is the 200th greatest tennis player in the world.
Come on, sir.
Beat the hell out of Serena.
Come on, I remember that. I remember seeing that, sir. I remember seeing something about this, sir. Come on, you're right. I know exactly where you're going with this, sir.
We love women.
Right.
And in the kingdom of heaven, there will be no place for a person who doesn't.
Right.
That's the end of that on 36, right?
That was 35. Want to finish it up, sir?
Khan, you could.
Come. And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain.
Why mountain? We in Hebrew class, y'all better know this.
Mount Zion, sir?
No. This is Shaw. Why is it calling it a great mountain? What is a mountain? Metaphorical.
Like a rulership of government.
A government.
Come.
It will become a great mountain. It will become a great mountain. Read that end part.
Come. And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain.
Right.
And filled the whole earth.
And filled the whole earth. That's the end of it.
Come, sir.
Go back to Psalms.
What scripture? That is Daniel chapter what?
Daniel's 2, and I think that was 36.
Come, sir.
That was just that one verse?
No. You can start at 32 is the whole thing.
32 to 35 something?
36, yeah.
Come.
Give me Psalms 2, verse, what is that? Verse 8 again.
Come. The book of Psalms, chapter 2, verse 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thy inheritance, and the utmost parts of the earth for thy possession.
For thy what?
Possession.
Thy what?
Possession.
Now we just read in Psalms, a rock is going to come to be a great mountain on the entire earth.
Right.
We're not crazy in here. The Bible literally says the Israelites will rule the world.
Right. And if I may, sir,
God.
could it be also a metaphor that the oppression we're in, which is iron and clay, it's so soft and weak that the Most High's ways, Lord's statute, commandments is that powerful to destroy what you got set up right now.
Listen, here's one way you can look at the weakness. Look at the weakness in this sense. You're a coward.
Right.
Like, honestly, I'm not a coward.
Right.
But Nebuchadnezzar said, worship my God and get in this furnace.
Right. Yeah.
Like, understand. Like, I was thinking about this the other day. Like, when you really look at it, people like, oh, Paul ain't got a woman. Niggas purposely woke up one day and said, yeah, for the sake of my nation, I will commit treason every Saturday, because that's what going to camp would have been.
Right.
I am saying somebody is king other than Caesar.
Right.
I am worshiping another god other than Caesar.
Right.
Or the Roman gods. Right? And then I'm going against my own people who are standing with Caesar. Like, you want to think I want to put a woman involved in any of that?
Right.
Then he has to say, I'm not going to take a woman. Then I'm going to take the behind whoopings, the jailing,
Right.
the being ostracized by my own people. Like, that's the weakness and the strength. Those kingdoms, yeah, you died for saying stuff like we say on the street.
Right.
You cannot talk about Joe Biden and Donald Trump the way we do, like 2,000 years ago.
Right.
Keep going.
Khan. Verse 9.
I'm going to let you do 7. I'm going to kill 6.
Khan. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel.
Right? Keep going.
Verse
Not to
10.
the left.
Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings,
Right?
be instructed, ye
Right.
judges of the earth.
Right.
Verse 7. Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. Verse 12. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way. With his wrath is kindled but a little. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him.
Right. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him. Now, I think you finished that off already. Oh yeah, you did. Definitely did.
God.
3. This is chapter 3, verse 1. I'm gonna try to do this as quick as possible. Mazamuar, La Dawada, Baba Rathwa, Mapanya, Abashawam, Banwa, 2, Yahweh, Ma, Rabwa, Tazaria, Rabayam, Kwamyam, Alia. 3, Rabayam, Amayam, La Napashya, Ayan, Yasha Shawaita, Lawa, Ba'alahayam, Khan, Salah. 4. Salah is turn up.
Salah, we're in verse 3. We got 4 in yours?
Wait, oh yeah, I must have did it wrong.
No, you read
Oh, no, I read it
you
right.
read
Yeah,
everything
Khan.
right.
Okay, yeah,
Just-
Khan.
you read everything right.
4. Wa'ata.
No, Salah, we're at 3. I don't know why you saying 4.
Oh, I'm in 3. You sure?
Khan, sorry, Khan.
Khan.
You read my
Rabayam, Amayam, La Napashya, Ayan, Yashawa'aita, Lawa, Ba'alahayam. Yeah, I thought I did read it. Salah.
I guess it's something.
Khan, maybe I didn't. Khan. Wa'ata, Yahweh, Magan, Ba'idya, Kabawadya, that's a brother's name. Wa Maryam, that's how I know to fix it. Ra'ashya. 5, Kwawalya, Al Yahweh, Akwara, I call more than likely. Verse 5, look up. Wa Ya'ainan Ya, Mahar, Kwadashwa, Salah. For those that don't know, Salah, it means 2 things. Stop or turn up. Like literally as Jake said today. Yo, let's turn up. Yeah. I'll get the exact definition in a second. Anya Shakaba Ya Wa Ayashana Hakwayatazawa Ya Kaya Yahweh Yasamakanya. Verse 7, La'a Ayara Marababwa Ain Ashar Sabayab Shakiwa Alia, and that's it. Read 3 and 1.
Come on, book of Psalms, chapter 3, verse 1. A psalm of David when he fled from Absalom, his son. Absalom, his son.
For those that don't know, I think that's the father is peace.
Come.
Abba Shalom.
Lord, man.
You good?
Lord, how are they increased that troubled me? Many are they that rise up against me. Verse 2. Many there be which say of my soul, there is no help for him in God. Salah. Verse 3. But thou, O Lord, art a shield for me, my glory, and the
father of peace. Salakia. Absalom translates to father of peace. Abba Shalom.
And the lifter up of my head. Verse 4. I cry unto the Lord with my voice, and he heard me out of his holy hill. Salah. Verse 5. Right. I lay me down and slept. I awake, for the Lord sustained me. Verse 6. I will not be afraid of 10,000 of people that have set themselves against me round about. Verse 7. Arise, O Lord, save me, O my God. For thou hast smited all my enemies upon the cheekbone. Thou hast broken the teeth of the ungodly. So verse 8.
That was the last one.
Okay, come.
So we on the 7th set, right?
Come, I said.
You want to check it?
Well, Salakia, this is the 6th set of English.
The one he just did.
Come.
And now 7 is what he's about to read in Hebrew.
Salakia, we did Psalm chapter 3, verse 1 through 7?
Yeah.
Come.
We did the English?
Yeah, God, he just finished the English.
Come.
Oh, come, we in the 7th set.
So you want to take it or?
Let me try, sir.
8
This would be 3 and 7, right, sir?
No. I did 1 to 7, so.
Okay.
So it'd be 8 to whatever.
8. Okay, come.
8 to 15, right? No, 8 to 14.
This will be 8 through Psalms to 4, chapter 4 through 6.
Okay, come, yeah. Yeah, right, because it says it in the.
Okay, come. La Yahweh.
Salaya, you in
Well,
3 and 8?
3 coming out right here, right, sir? Let's start right here. La Yahweh.
Khan,
Because that's what I was saying earlier. Because I think, because sometimes in the Tanakh,
Yeah,
it'll combine combine a couple words like verses, and it'll be
Right.
like 1. So am I in 7 or am I in 8? That's what the confusing part. Because you stop when you stop, I'm at like in the middle of
Let me
6.
see.
Go ahead, sir.
hold on, let me see where this fucks up. Yeah, because they definitely do that.
If you could, sir, if I may, scroll back to 6 and see where you stopped at.
Yeah, Khan, let me see the last word in 7. Alia is 6. So this should be so down. Started what would be 7 for you, but 8 in the
Come.
Okay, started 7.
Come.
Wait. Read till 9, and then let me see 7 for you. Let me look up in 9.
So you can start reading now, sir?
Yeah, read.
Come. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 3, verse 7 in Hebrew. Wa maha Yahweh. Hawasha Ya'ai Nayam. Allahayam. Kaya. Hakaya. Kal. Ayabab. Ayabya.
Ayab is enemy.
Ayabya. Laha.
So my enemies. Keep going.
Laka.
Right.
Shanayam. Shanaya. Shanya.
Khan.
Rasha'ayam. Shabara. Verse 8 in the book, what I'm reading.
Yeah, Khan. Do that.
La Yahweh.
Right.
Haya Shawa. I.
Haya Shawai.
Come. What?
Haya Shawai. For those that don't know, what does that sound like?
Say it again, sir.
What is Khan?
Which one?
Haya Shawai.
Aya Shawai.
Khan. That's salvation is Hawashai. There was a brother named that Hosea. Salvation is Hosea.
Sir.
There's a brother named Hosea, and this is a cut for names, like how you have a man name you. This brother took him and basically took him under his wing and changed the man's name by adding literally one letter, a Yah. He added a Yah to the front of his name, so his name was no longer Hawashai or Hosea. it became Yahushai, and in the Hebrew, it is translated as Joshua. But when you translate it from Hebrew to Greek, Salakia, it's translated as Joshua. However, when you take it from Greek to English, it's translated as Jesus. Yeah, Jesus and Joshua are the same name. I don't know if you know that.
I didn't. I just learned it now, but
Yeah, come.
that whole is it the
This
same?
breakdown of the Jewish man's breakdown of Joshua don't even make sense. How do you get Yeshua from Yahushua?
But even from the Greek to the English, because the English is a bastard language. Like Joshua to Jesus.
Come.
I'm just
Simeon and Simon.
come.
Andrew's Ayash. Judas is Judah. A few names are a little. We finally found Peter. It's Tazawar. Tazawar is Peter, if I'm not mistaken. I'll get it double checked.
So
here's the thing: the PT, if you ever notice or look up Greek or whatever, that's combined, which is why it got combined.
So
and remember, why isn't really a word? It's considered like an O.
Okay. So
what you really would see is TZO, and it got shortened to Peter somehow.
And this is because of the Greek translation.
Right. God. So I'm bringing all that to say y'all got to be in these classes. You see this brother, he's getting his weight up. Y'all want to be in these classes. Another thing, make sure y'all studying root words, because root words are the basis. Like, know your root words, learn your alphabet, and reading during Sabbath service is simple. Because you'll be able to say, oh, this is Shemai, this is a Tha at the end, there's an I at the what's called. I know what's the suffix, I know what the preposition is, so I know to separate them. Say this or Shemaika. You listen. Right? So you'll be able to do those things. Keep going. Finish off.
Imaka, Bara, Katha. Right here, sir.
Okay, keep going.
Barakatha.
Barakafka.
The water. Salah. Psalms 4 and 1 over here.
Lamanatazak.
Lamanatazak. There we go. Come. The water.
I think that's a brother's name too, ain't it?
Sounds familiar.
Manatazak. Keep going.
Banaga yana wa.
Banana yana wa. Banana na wa.
There's a God right there, right, sir? Between Ya and Na.
Hold on, let me just make sure I'm not, because my phone look like a nah.
It looks like a little heel at the end. It's very hard to notice.
Yeah, Khan, that is a God.
So
Banaga yana wa.
Come. The water, sir.
Khan.
Maza Mora. Lata Wata. Pakwa Raya.
Mazamawar is Psalm.
Mazamawar.
Come.
Latawata.
La Dawada.
Latawada. King David.
Yeah, to David.
Come. Bakwa Raha.
Bakara wa.
Bakara wa ya.
No, Bakwara.
Bakara ya.
That's what I mean by understanding
The preposition.
Yes, but the root word. Because the minute you look at that, you can tell that's Quara, like Quara. Come, keep going.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Ainanya.
Right.
Allahaya.
Right.
That's it, right?
Alahaya. Right.
Tazad the choir.
Tazadak.
Tazadakia.
Tazadak means righteous.
Come.
Zadak also means righteous, like General Hyman said.
Come. Batazara. Harakabath.
Right.
Laya. Hananaya. Washamaya. Washamai. The Lathaya. Stopping at 6.
The Palath, yeah. Well, how many did you read in?
Yeah, I'm at verse 6.
Oh, I got
Yeah, just stop at verse 6. I'll talk to you.
Come, sir. Verse 4.
Verse 2.
Oh, Salak.
Come. Because technically in the English he read 8, but in the Hebrew he technically read 10.
That's my fault.
You sure? Because 6 sounds right.
Oh, we stop at verse 7, Salak.
Yeah, so 8, yeah. He started 8, technically. Keep going.
Come.
Verse 2.
Verse 2.
Banya.
Banya?
Come.
No, it's not one.
That's
yeah, right here. Come.
Yeah, Banya. Come.
Come. Banya. Ayash.
Right.
Ida.
Right.
Yaha.
No.
Ma.
Right.
Kabawadya.
Right.
Lakalama. The Ahaba one.
Come.
Wayaka.
Right.
The Bakwa.
Right. Yeah, come. Keep going.
The Bakwashra.
Yeah, come.
Kazab. Tala.
No, Salah.
Oh, Salaki. Salah.
Right.
Verse 3. Wadaiwa. Kaya. Apalaha.
Hapala.
Pala.
Right.
Yahweh. Hashayad.
No, that's Kasayad.
Kasayad. Lawa. Yahweh. Yeshamayim.
Right. Bakwaraya.
Bakwaya.
Right. Meaning once again, Kwara again.
Kwawa.
Aliyawa.
Aliwa.
Keep
Verse
going.
4. Ragazaha. Ragazara. Wa'al. The Kasahawa. Amara.
Right. Amarwa.
The water, sir.
Come.
Balababakam.
Right.
Al.
Your hearts.
Shemaka Bakam. Wada Mawa. Salah. Verse 5.
Right.
Zabakwa.
Right. Sacrifice.
Zabakwaya.
Zabakia.
Zabakia.
Zabakia. One is used for offer, the verb to offer. The other is actually used for sacrifice. Zabak is sacrifice. Mazabak is altar.
Come.
Keep going.
Tizadak.
Yeah.
Wabata Kawa.
Wabatakwa. Right.
Al Yahweh.
Verse 6.
Rabbayam. Amorayam. Bar. Yerawam is Yara and the one.
Right.
Taraba or Tawab.
Right.
What?
No, that's not.
Stop
That's
it.
a
Na Nasa.
Right.
Alyan. Yawara. Panayak.
Huh?
Panayak.
Where?
Panayak.
I thought you didn't read a word. Okay.
Panayak.
Right.
Yahweh.
That's it.
That's it, sir.
God, most on Christ.
Wow.
Clap it up. Finish off 8, start at 8, and read down to 6 Bible
Shamakan, Book of Psalms, chapter 3, verse 8. Salvation belongeth unto the Lord. Thy blessing is upon thy people. Salah.
Right.
The Book of Psalms, chapter 4, verse 1.
On who? Thy people.
Thy
Not
people.
everybody.
Shamakan.
Keep going.
To the chief musician on Nagana, a psalm of David.
Oh, that's why.
Okay, sir.
This is considered a verse in the Tanakh.
A verse.
Remember, if this is a verse, that's number 1, and this is number 2.
Okay.
That's why I got messed up.
Okay.
So keep that in mind, y'all. You understand what I mean? You heard what I just said, or not?
Nah.
To the chief musician on Neganath, a Psalm of David. That's considered verse 1, which is why the numbers get messed up.
Is that the Tanakh only?
The Tanakh considers it a verse.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So remember, if this is 1, every verse after would be 2. So that's why.
Come. Hear me with the call. Hear me when I call. O God of my righteousness, thou hast enlarged me when I was in distress. Have mercy upon me.
Ah, shucks. So that means you just. I'll make a phone call. Just Bible Kasha. Just read.
Come. Mercy upon me and hear my prayer. Verse 2. O son of men, how long will ye turn my glory into shame? How long will ye love vanity and seek after leasing Salah? Verse 3. But know that the God hath set apart him that is godly for himself. The Lord will hear when I call upon him. Verse 4. Stand in awe and sin not. Commute with your own heart upon your bed and be still. Salah. Verse 5. Offer the sacrifices of righteousness and put your trust in the Lord.
Right.
Verse 6. There be many that say, who will show us any good? Lord, lift thy up the light of thy countenance upon us.
Right. Okay, it didn't mess up this one, but I think the other one, I'll go back and check. It kind of did. I think that was the thing that messed it up. Hold on. Wait. Khan, that messed it up in 1. 3 and 1 messed it up. Because 4 and 1 actually is to the chief musician on Neganath, Psalm of David, and then it goes in, and that's all 1. 3 and 1 changes it. Yeah, if that's the case, I'm probably going to pray for myself. All right? Khan, Khan. Try to hurry, I'll give you 2 seconds. All right, so that was it. That was Psalms. We're in the Psalms now. We finished at Psalms 4 and 7. This can be both a very short and a very long book. Anytime I think I've read the Bible twice, cover to cover. Anytime I think about I'm gonna do it again, the thing that stops me is I gotta read Psalms. Psalms is very long, like very long. I think it's the biggest book, if I'm not mistaken. It's got over 140-some chapters. I know that much. Like 150. So we will be here probably till next year. Just in the book of Psalms. Did you have any questions?
No.
Okay, we're about to get up out of here. All right. About to start it off. All right. Majum. Stand. Damn, I should have had you clean this. The goblet.
He's about to be out.
Oh, he's coming up. All right, I'm gonna wait for my second priest. He had to use the bathroom real quick. Bible Kushab, bear with him. Come on, so we can end this, brother. John. No sign, Chris. Alright, come on, double time, double shift, so we got this. Yeah, Khan. I imagine, just stand at I imagine. I imagine, up here, not you.
Oh, it's Isupk.
No.
Oh, Isupk.
Yeah, come. Okay, Baba Shah, horn. Shapar, which means horn. That's good. Grab it. Baba Shah. Yayan, I got it. Yayan, which means wine. I'll give you too much.
Okay. Lashal, which means to Israel.
Yajim Matah, hands down. Shapar again. Baba Shah. That's good. Okay, now I imagine turn to face the Sawa Panya Hakodam, which means turn. I imagine which means to stand, Sawa Panya Hakodam, which means turn to face the east. Let us do the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Badah. Ayah.
Ayah.
Shikah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakah.
Malakah. Ratzak. Ayah. Aisha. Baratza. Allah. Ayah. Shemayim. Talina. Kham. Luam. Maslakna. Kawakna. Aslakna. Wakina. Wala'ad. Ayina. I say one. Abba. Shina. Ayan. Rad. Kaya. Luka. Kamalakwa. Tafara. Malami. Amen. In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven.
Give us this day
our daily bread.
Give us our debts.
As we forgive our
debtors.
And lead us not
into temptation.
But deliver us
From
evil. For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the glory. Forever. So be it. Yajim Matah, hands down. Side, which means face front. Turn. Man of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute. Man of Israel, I imagine Shabbat. I imagine Barak.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakah.
Yajim Matah, hands down, dismiss. Shalom, Yahshua Hashem Yahshua. To the sisters, I need to listen. All right, good.